All right, well, the vice president there, ready, just in case, as he says, to Ohio Republican Senator Rob Portman, whether he thinks it's necessary the vice president should be there. What do you think, Senator?
Neil, I don't think he'll be needed. I'm glad he's there, and I know he's really excited about this tax cut and tax reform proposal. But we have the votes. We saw that on the vote that just occurred, which was the motion to proceed to the legislation. Republicans all stuck together, but so did Democrats. But there were enough votes to get it done without the vice president breaking the tie.
Do you think all Republicans will vote for this and stick together? The one, I guess, that's still a holdout, or we don't know for sure, Senator, is your colleague Jeff Flake.
Yeah, look, I think my colleagues are going to stick together because it's exactly what we've been talking about for years. It does provide real middle-class tax cuts, but it also gives the economy an important shot in the arm that you and I have talked about on this program for years, Neil, which is to make us competitive again, to make America the best place to do business. And that's going to create even more help, I think, to middle-class families in Ohio and around the country because you're going to see wages start to go up.
You know, that's your hope anyway. And one of the fears, maybe it's because many Americans can relate to closing on a house that somehow falls through at the last second. The president's signature on this might be delayed for a variety of reasons, review and everything else, and then waiting, until maybe after the Christmas holiday. Do you think he should just sign the thing now if you approve it tonight?
Yes. Look, there is an enrollment process you've got to go through, and you got to be sure, every I is dotted and every T is crossed. But I think he should go ahead and sign it. And, I don't think the concerns that have been raised about 2018 and when the vote might occur in terms of the pay-go rules is really relevant. I mean, all of us.
In other words, before he leaves from Mar-a-Lago, sign it now, sign it the way, but don't let anything possibly, risk this.
Yeah. I think you go ahead and sign it because actually the tax relief should start on January 1st, and otherwise it would be retroactive, as you and I have talked about. So let's have it signed now. Let's have it start on January 1st. The IRS has to adjust the withholdings on all of our paychecks. That'll take a little while. Let's say by the end of February, people will actually see in their paychecks the cuts that have started on January 1st. So they'll begin to see this in the paycheck itself. The proof is in the paycheck, and I think that's important. People need the relief now. Let's provide it. But
it's your betting that the IRS will have that all ready by February so that companies can pass along those new tax tables and obviously that higher net that you hope will pop up in many Americans' paychecks by then. The reason why I raise it is apparently companies are obligated to resubmit W-4s to all their workers that where everyone sort of reclaims whatever exemptions they're going to claim. Some are going to be out now, others are in. A lot of people didn't know that. Is that true?
It is, yeah. And so there is an adjustment process here, but I think by the end of February, we should have that completed. And again, people are going to be able to see in their paychecks the tangible evidence of the tax cuts that will have started on January 1st.
I'm sorry, Senator, I just want to be clear on it because a lot of people didn't know this. Do they have to fill out a W-4 all over again? They can't not. Right? They can't go on the old one they have.
Yeah, I think they will, unless, Neil, they choose not to make any changes. And many people, who take the standard deduction won't have to change anything because they haven't taken deductions. About 2/3 of the people I represent already take the standard deduction. That doubles to $24,000 for a family instead of $12,000 for a family, which means probably 95% of people I represent are going to take the standard deduction. So there'll be some opportunity there to clarify what your status is and what deductions you're still taking. But most people won't itemize. Most people will, the vast majority of people will do, the simpler form. And that's part of the simplification of this. And it's also part of how you get middle-class tax cuts because that first $24,000 is essentially a zero bracket.
All right, Senator, thank you. I know you have a long night ahead of you. Some no-dos or whatever works for you.
No, all right. Just the energy of good tax reform.
Just adrenaline. All right.
Make our country better.
Senator Rob Portman, thank you very, very much. If we don't chat again, sir, Merry Christmas to you.